Sharad Ritu Charya. Let us see what are the diet, lifestyle, and thoughts we need to have during the autumn season or the Sharad Ritu. We are going to see the changes in nature and the changes in our body, mind, and what is the pathya, that is diet, vihara, lifestyle, which are our thoughts to avoid and to have. Why follow seasonal regimens at all? ऋतुविशेषवशाच्च आहारविहारसेवानप्रतिपादनार्थं ऋतुचर्यायाः. Mother Nature is so mysterious and wonderful that the movement, position, directions of the sun, moon, air determine the days, nights, and the seasons. Likewise, many changes take place within the living beings too. So, dietary modifications, lifestyle, and thoughts need to be specifically modified for maintaining a healthy status. We just saw Varsha Ritu or the monsoon season going past. The black clouds have just done their job and have left the skies. Now the sun shines bright, and all of a sudden we see a raise in the temperature of the environment and in our body. What are the changes needs to be done to tackle this increased heat? We will see what is this heat all about. We are talking about a particular dosha called a Pitta dosha. It is nothing but, imagine a fire in motion, that is Agni plus Jala. Fire and water is equal to Pitta. Pitta dosha is very much an integral part of our existence, without which we cannot undergo many enzymatic hormonal reactions in our body. Pitta is responsible for that. You can imagine the volcanic lava flowing through minute channels of our body, maintaining the life force within us. Pitta has a close association with Rakta or the blood tissue. So any changes in the Pitta will lead to changes in the Rakta dosha. So usually a person finds a lot of changes such as skin related issues or an overall heat in the body or heat in the eyes or head, sometimes acidity and many skin related issues, or sometimes even jaundice, giddiness. All these things uh, tend to be seen during this Sharad Ritu. So what are the things to be avoided during Sharad Ritu? Coming to Ahara or the diet, avoid these three main tastes which actually increase the Pitta dosha and indirectly or directly affect the blood. That is too much of salt, example pickles or this namkeen, the fried salty stuff, uh, and spicy, especially green chili, garam masala. Too much of spice needs to be avoided, and sour foods, okay, especially coming from fermented foods such as bread, bakery products, biscuits, idli dosa which has black gram or urad dal, cheese, paneer, curd, alcohol, and tamarind. Non-vegetarian foods such as the sea fish, chicken, eggs, and try to avoid intake of too much of tea and coffee. Instead, you can replace it with milk. Then what is the vihara or the lifestyle to be avoided is exposure to too much of artificial light. This definitely strains and heats the eyes further. So if you're working on the computer or the phone for a long time, take breaks, wash your eyes with water or with Tripala Kashaya and continue your work, and avoid sleeping during the day. You can sit and meditate, but don't become horizontal during this season. And exposure to the midday sunrise. Don't try to go out during the day. You can go in the morning or in the late evenings. And avoid facing the easterly winds, the winds coming from the east direction. This was about the diet and the lifestyle. Now coming to thoughts. Since Pitta has a direct relationship with our thoughts, we have one type of Pitta called Alochaka Pitta, which is responsible for the thoughts. So hence, too much of angry thoughts or anxiety or too much of worry, irritation, restlessness, all this to be avoided. And also, as much as possible, avoid the company of angry and irritated people, which will affect us indirectly. And definitely don't watch any horror or action movies, which will tend to increase the heart rate and heat in the body. Okay, hope this was clear. Now, what are the things to be followed during the Sharad Ritu? Again, starting from the ahara or the diet, always prefer these three tastes, that is bitter, sweet taste, and there's an astringent taste which comes in if you put a pinch of turmeric on your tongue, that taste is astringent taste. So we will see bitter vegetables and fruits, snake gourd, bottle gourd, red and white pumpkin, pomegranate in fruits, muskmelon, and you can have sweets made of cow's milk, cow's ghee, and rock candy sugar. Don't use the processed sugar or even jaggery for that matter. You can use a lot of green gram and turmeric, cumin, ginger in your cooking. And especially during this season, the Indian gooseberry tree fruits out its lovely uh, fruits which can be consumed during this season, which is which will reduce the increased pitta and also improve the agni or the digestive power. It's also called amla or amalaki. Every day having one Indian gooseberry is recommended. Or you can also have grapes, fresh or dry. If it is dry, you can better soak it in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes and consume the water also, the grapes also. If you want, if you're facing a lot of heat, then you can prepare a rose petal infusion. Especially prefer the pink rose variety, and you can just put it in a glass of hot water and drink that water. Also, you can soak seeds of kamakasturi or sabja, what is called, or coriander in water and sip it during the day. So this was about the diet. Now coming to the vihara or the lifestyle, there are some few lifestyle modifications which we can do to maintain the aggravated pitta. First, nasal drops with cow's ghee. Just instill 1 drop of cow's ghee in both the nostrils, either when you're about to go to sleep or in the morning. And wearing of light colored, okay, don't wear dark cotton clothes only. Don't wear any other material. It tends to make you hotter. And perfumes made of sandal, jasmine, rose, all these have a cooling effect on the skin and on the mind. And we can also wear garlands or malas made of jasmine or rose flowers during the day. And we can also decorate ourselves with pearl garlands or pearl earrings. This will also tend to cool down the body and the mind. There are some particular yogasanas which will balance the pitta, especially in the abdominal related asanas can be done. That is Bhujangasana, Ushtrasana, Padahastasana, or we can also do Chandra Namaskar. The effect of moon is very good during this season. And there is a beautiful remedy using the music or Sangeeta. So this will directly affect the mind and the body. Ragas such as Ananda Bhairavi, Neelambari, Hindoda or Malkauns, what is called in Hindustani, Kamavardhini, etc. Few ragas can definitely calm down the mind to a more restful and stable state. Now coming to vichara or the thoughts. Try to crave for the company of calm and contemplative people, or you can yourself contemplate and stay with yourself. For that, you can enter into meditation. You can just close your eyes and enter into a state of dhyana. Reading books that make your mind calm and stable. And sometimes writing down your thoughts will also tend to calm down your mind. Coming to pranayama, we can do Shitali or Shitkari pranayama techniques, which will cool down the system, the body and the mind system. The recommended Panchakarma techniques are what I already mentioned. Nasya with cow's ghee, nasal drops can be put in these months. Virechana or the controlled purgation should be done under guidance of an Ayurveda Vaidya doctor. Mokshana, bloodletting using a needle or a leech. Okay. By doing these, the effects of increased or aggravated pitta will not be seen for the rest of the year. To conclude, in Atharva Veda, the 19th Kanda, 68th Sukta, it goes like this. Pashyema sharadashatam, jivema sharadashatam, बुद्धेम शरदशतं रोहेम शरदशतं पूषेम शरदशतं भवेम शरदशतं भूयेम शरदशतं भूयसीः शरदाशतात्. There is a special emphasis given to Sharad Ritu, that is, the rishis or the seers are wishing or blessing us to live for 100 Sharad Ritus. Okay, that is, we are going to witness 100 Sharad Ritus. In the sense, once you cross this Sharad Ritu, it means that your health will be under your control. So take care during this Sharad Ritu especially. That's why the word Sharadaha, that only that season has been used in the Vedas. This similar reference occurs even in Yajur Veda also. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos. Hemant Ritu Charya, that is the coming up season, is the early winter regimen is soon coming up in the coming videos. Thank you.